Hey everyone, Local Hellspawn here with a way more casual video than what I usually do. Mostly because this just came out like a few hours ago, and because I don't want to do like a whole analysis video on this. I just want to talk about it real quick. So what is it? Well, what happened? What's up? What's poppin'? So Dead by Daylight Behavior, as they usually do, posted recently, like a few hours ago, a new survey, a new satisfaction survey. You know, the one that they've done this before, where they ask you, what did you think about the Haunted by Daylight and 2B8, and which killer needs tweaks, and what do you think about the new chapter, and all of that. You know, you get it. You've seen it. Yeah, they've done it. By the way, if you want to do it, I'll leave the link in the description, I guess. But be warned, it's like 120 questions. So be warned, you will spend some time on it if you want to finish it. Anyways, so what happened? What's everyone? Why is this so important? Because, well, this is what everyone's been talking about lately. So, in the questions, question 53 out of 120, as I said, they said, please select up to 3 of the following cosmetic features that interest you the most. This is basically behavior saying, hey, we're going to do one or multiple of these eventually. So we pick one, basically, that's what they're saying. And, well, obviously, everyone's picked what they want, and there's many options. So that's what I want to discuss today. Which options are good, which options are decent, and which one... I'm not gonna tell you where to vote, because that's stupid, but I will tell you which ones I'm putting my vote on. So yeah, let's just fucking get this done. Let's get it. So, first off, hook skins. This is kind of boring. I mean, hooks are just fine. I mean, I never pay attention to hooks, really. Like, they're just there to do, like, even if it looks shiny, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna hang a survivor in there, I'm gonna fucking leave. So, that's kind of boring. I don't think that should be the focus. But if you want to vote for it, then go for it. Next up, lobby music. Okay, this one is definitely receiving some votes. Lobby music is a big thing, mostly because DBD's lobby music fucking slaps. It's so good. I love so many tracks of what they've done in the lobby music. I think it's like their best work in terms of music. So like for example, the fucking Iron Maiden one, the one, I mean, technically the Slipknot one is an existing song already, but I don't care. The one with Silent Hill, I remember, it was so good. Etc, etc. You know, and the Legion one, of course. Everyone loves the Legion lobby music, so that's definitely there. That's definitely gonna get some votes, but I'm not sure if it's gonna beat other stuff that's in this list. We'll get to it eventually. First of all, third thing, evolving outfits. Example, additional outfit details unlocked the more you play, with number of kills, etc. This would be pretty cool, but maybe change the idea a bit. What do I mean by this? I think an outfit that evolves is a pretty cool idea. That's like a thing Fortnite does, where, you know, the more you get kills and stuff, the shinier you get or whatever. And what I'm getting from this is that they're going to make it so that the number of kills you get overall, not in a game, overall will change your appearance. Now, this is fine. I think this will be pretty fun. But I think it would be even better if there was just a skin that every hook you get, you start to get, like, I don't know, more creepy or distorted or bloody, or in an outfit, in a survivor, that every time you get hooked, you start losing a limb, or I don't fucking know, a shirt, I don't fucking know. Like, I think that's way more interesting than just a skin that eventually gets good. I think it's better to get a skin that in-game starts weak, but if you start doing good, like in Fortnite, when, like, as soon as you start getting kills or value, you start becoming cooler. I think that's way better of an idea. But still, if they don't go for that and go for the other option, I think that's still fair. I wouldn't vote for this, but it's definitely gonna get some votes. So yeah. Next up, stats tracker on killer weapon. This is also kinda boring, but I also can see why some people would like this. I would think this is boring because like only the killer would be able to see this, unless the survivor maybe squints and gets fucking a sight of what the number is, which I don't know. I don't even know how the number is gonna be portrayed like in blood. That would be pretty cool, but still, like only the killer can see that, and that's kind of boring. It's also just a number. Like for maybe for someone who's more tryhard, then maybe this is pretty cool, but for me, who has played this game for like over 7 years, I could not care less about the kills. So I can see why some people would like this, but I don't want it. Next up, Survivor Scratch Marks customizations. I think this would be neat, mostly because I think just overall more options to at least the colors of the scratch marks will be a better idea, just because some maps that are red or have red stuff like RPD and stuff, sometimes it can get hard to track the scratch marks. Like for example, if I could change the color, I would make the fucking scratch marks like phosphorescent green. That would be awesome. But it's also like also kind of boring. Like whatever, it's just you're also going to be the only one who sees them, I assume, unless you can put your own scratch marks, which probably would be a nightmare, by the way. So yeah. I'm not so sure about that one, but cool idea. Next up, custom loading bar loading minigame. This on paper sounds fucking awesome because yeah, like being able to have a minigame that happens while you're loading to a game would be dope as shit. Like I assume they mean this on like when you're loading to the map, which again would be awesome to just have like a little Flappy Bird while you're waiting. But think about it. This happens every time you're loading into a match, because I think it doesn't say lobby waiting, it says loading minigame. It's gotta be loading. So this happens, let's say a match of DBD happens every 10 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes, yeah. And the loading screens are not so long anymore, so every 10 minutes you will be able to play this minigame for what, 10 seconds? Again, a cool idea, and like I guess it would be fun, but I don't think this should be a priority unless they make it so that it's actually on the lobby while you wait for a match, instead of just rotting your brain on the blood web for the millionth time. You just play Flappy Bird like in Deep Rock Galactic or something like that. I don't fucking know. It's a cool idea, but I don't know. It sounds fishy. Next up, stats tracker on Survivor outfit. Example, number of generators, repair. This is the same thing as with killer weapon. Like, unless, like, I guess in this one at least other people should be able to see it, because you know you're the survivor and you can show it to other people, and the killer can see it when he hooks you or whatever. So at least this one can actually be shown. But still, like I'm sorry, but I again, for me, I don't give a shit. I played this game for so long. I don't care. But again, for maybe the Swifts, this is fucking awesome. So yeah, I wouldn't go for it, but whatever. You do whatever the fuck you want. Next up, character portrait. This is fine, but also boring. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care how your character portrait looks. I'm still fucking killing you, or I'm still gonna fucking help you. I don't give a shit. Sorry, this is just boring. I guess you could fucking vote for it if you want. Next up, Killer Powers BFX. Same gameplay, different visuals. This one is probably winning, right? Like, we all want this. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't want this. Like, being able to have different crows on the artist, different traps on the trapper, a different chainsaw on Billy, a different kind of blink on Nurse, a different kind of serum with Blight, like this. The fact that this affects every single killer, and like in a positive way, because like imagine Victor with like a little fucking hat, or I don't know, like, imagine Dracula's fire being blue. I don't fucking know, but like, yes, this would be fucking awesome. This would affect all killers eventually if they get the cosmetic, I assume. This is probably winning. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, technically it's already happening with the Houndmaster actually. So yeah, if this isn't winning, it's already happening. So if you want to go to vote for it, go for it. I think it's a good vote. Next up, custom killer powers. I do not understand this. Like, isn't this just the same thing as the last one? Isn't this the same thing? Custom killer powers? Like, what is happening here? I don't get this. I'm confused by this. I assume they just forgot, and this is the same thing as this one. So yeah. Next up, generator modifier skins. This is definitely more interesting than the hook skins, because with Survivor you will stare at a generator for a long time when you're in a game, so at least this one is definitely more impactful. Still kind of boring, like gens are just there to be done and that's it, so yeah, like, sure. Next up, Survivor in-match gestures, example, approval, etc. This one's probably winning too. I'm personally voting for this one because I think emotes, like just regular ass emotes, would be so good for the game. I'm not saying dances, by the way. Dances, like Fortnite dances and twerking and all of that, I don't want that. Nobody wants that. That can stay on mobile if it wants. If it like, nobody wants that. But like, for example, having an option to rock paper scissors with someone else, that would be dope as hell. That would be the best thing ever. Or just a fist bump. Like just a simple fist bump would be so good for the game. Like, overall, it would just be so good. Like, I don't see how you could not vote for this. Again, unless they go overboard and add fucking California girls, then maybe don't vote for it. But if it's just what I think it is, and it's just gonna be a thumbs up or a fist bump, or as I said, like rock paper scissors, then sure, I will vote for this. Next up, equipable character voice lines. This is also pretty neat, mostly because having voice lines on characters and pre-existing characters is pretty dope. I would love to have voice lines on survivors that are original, that came out earlier. That would be dope. And even survivors that still have some voice lines but could have more, like Ash. That would be awesome. But again, this is like only you can hear it, and you know, like it's fine, but again, it's just for you. It's like the killer weapon or the fucking survivor weapon. It's just fine, I guess. Next up, Terror Radius music. This one is fine. I wouldn't vote for it, but I can see why people would vote for it, because honestly, it's pretty cool. I would love to finally have a fucking Terror Radius music with Bubba. Having no music with Bubba like, it pains me so much. It's so awful. And especially if I can just put the Legion chase music with the cassette on, that would be so dope. But yeah, I don't know how this would work. I don't know if you can put terrorities of other killers on other killers. Like, I don't know how this would work, but I guess it could be fun. Next up, lobby chat stickers. This, I think, is a good idea. And I think I'm also voting for this. Mostly because this is probably the biggest segue to finally having your build as a survivor show up in the lobby. This lobby chat stickers could be the segue to making that finally fucking happen and finally fucking do something about solo queue in this fucking game. I'm mostly voting for this because it will make it easier to make the fucking build shows up in lobby thing that DVD Mobile had. Also, I think having like a little high or a little smile in lobby with other survivors could be pretty fun. Like, that would definitely make the game friendlier, like, for sure. So I'm voting for it. Yeah, I think I'm voting for it. Next up, lobby decorations and personalization. This is also probably gonna be one that gets a lot of votes because yeah, there's just with the same with lobby music. There's so many super fucking dope uh, lobby main menus and stuff. Like the Iron Maiden background is so fucking dope, or the Castlevania one, um or the fucking Resident Evil one was also pretty cool. Like that would be fucking awesome. I can't deny that would be dope as hell. But again, it's just like with all the other things, this is just only for you, like, and it's cosmetic, and also I don't know how licensed lobbies it could work. You know, like it's weird. Next up, Killer Moris. This is confusing because your like behavior is already technically doing this already. Like the Huntress and Dracula and Bear like already have different Moris. I assume this means that you can use different Moris even without the legendary skin. I assume this is what it means. I think that would be pretty cool, honestly. Being able to kill in a different way without having to have a legendary, even if it's just a pretty simple Mori. Like anything if it's different from this same one, especially now that we have the yellow Mori base kit. And this one would actually, be shared because survivors could see, oh shit, he has got the new Mori and stuff, So this one, I can see why people would vote for it. I could vote for it if I had more votes. Next up, pets, shadow guardians to accompany you into a match. This one, I'm conflicted on this one. On one hand, on the survivor hand, I would fucking love to have like a little crow, like a little shadow crow that follows me around, or like a little shadow cat, or a little shadow bat. I don't know, like that would be so fucking cool. I would love that so much. But on the killer side, I don't know if I can bring myself to kill someone with a bat. like murder is fine, but like leaving a pet without an owner, that's fucked up. I don't want to do that. That's fucked up. So yeah, on survivor side, I would love that. On killer side, I would have to stop playing killer because everyone would have a pet, and if they make it so that the pet gets sad after you get killed, that would genuinely make me pardon every single survivor that has a pet. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Sorry. Anyways, moving on. Killer, basement, components, and decorations. This honestly would be so fucking cool. This would be so cool, having your own basement with your own hooks and your own like I don't know, like dead bodies, and you could maybe even have like the Christmas tree. I don't know, that would be cool as hell. Maybe again kind of substanceless, like you sometimes don't even get to the basement. Like unlike hook skins that you're gonna, I guess, see every time, you might not even ever get to the basement. So yeah, conflicted but cool idea. Next up, survivor accessories, hats, backpacks, shoes, glasses. I don't get this one. Like, why would you want a hat over a hat, or a backpack, or like I'm sorry, but I'm not paying for just some shoes or some glasses. I'm sorry. Like, keep the cosmetics simple. Face, fucking pants and shirt. That's all we fucking need. We don't need the glasses and the fucking shoes so that behavior can just keep on flooding the entire battle pass and all of that with useless shit. And like, yeah, seriously, nobody wants this. If you vote for this, why? Anyways, moving on. Next up, character sprays, i.e. character art on surfaces. This, I don't want this, mostly because I think this will eventually lead into sprays that are too off topic towards the game. because not only will this make it so that there's more fucking garbage in the events and the battle passes and stuff, but also I think this would lead into sprays that are not serious or are not scary. Like if you have a spray of like a blood splatter or a fucking skull or something spooky, I guess, then sure, fair enough. But if you start giving me a fucking spray that says GG, or a spray that says easy, or a spray that is just a killer with a chibi look or something, I'm quitting. Like, I'm sorry. I'm fucking quitting. Like, as soon as Dead by Daylight loses its, like which is, it kind of has, but not yet. As soon as it loses its horror edge, I'm gonna be pissed. So I don't want this. And finally, survivor item cosmetics, example medkits and toolbox. This would be whatever. I don't care. Who cares? Like I don't care how my medkit looks or my toolbox or my flashlight. I don't give a shit as long as they get the fucking job done. like this can just go towards the same thing about the hooks and the gens and the portraits. Like I don't give a shit. If you want them to look cooler, fine, go for it, but I don't care. So yeah, that's it. This video actually turned out to be way longer than expected, but whatever. And this is again way lower effort than my usual video. So yeah, I guess if you like this, like it and subscribe and stuff. Bye.